see them?
All right, there we are. No, we probably won't be able to see our friends because it's just us going to be live. But they're going to see us in the comments and maybe they can say hi to us. Let's see. I'm going to type here. What do you think I should say to everybody if I type something? What do you think? Maybe I could say, hi everyone. Eryone. We're about to bake a cake for Jesus. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and baking. Oops, I can't spell. Along with us. There we go. All right. Are you ready to bake a cake?
Yep.
I'm pretty excited. We still have a couple minutes before we can start because not everybody's watching yet. It doesn't really start until 3. We're just starting a little bit early, but that's okay. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to show everybody your cool sweater? Oh, you got a string on you. Yeah, bah humbug. I didn't wear any of my Christmas clothes. I just wore my jacket. Oh, careful, it's gonna fall. All right. So you're pretty excited to bake?
Mm-hmm.
You like to help Mommy in the kitchen, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I even like to make art projects.
I know, you make awesome art projects. In fact, here in a minute, I'll let you show everybody one of your art projects. I put it over there so that we can get it. We'll do that in a minute, okay? Let's see. We'll see if anybody's watching it, and we can say hello to them. All right.
Is anyone watching?
Not yet, but I'm sure they will be soon. We're going to keep watching and just waiting and waiting for it to be time. Sound good? Because it's still not time yet, but it's almost time. I got all of our baking stuff ready. Oh, but I have to remember, I got to get out the eggs from the fridge. I kept them in there to keep them cold. Eggs are pretty important, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep. What's your favorite part of making a cake? Do you have a favorite part?
Putting the icing and sprinkles
I
on.
like that part too. We can do that later. Do you think anybody will notice that we have 2 different types of cake
Yeah.
in our video? You think they will?
Yeah.
Maybe if we don't tell them. Maybe it can be our secret.
No.
The cakes don't match.
I don't want to keep a secret.
Okay, maybe we won't keep a secret. Somebody's watching. Hi, friends. Say hi in the comments if you want. It's almost time for us to start baking our cake. We got about 5 more minutes, so we're just kind of hanging out and talking. In fact, I made a cup of coffee for you. I had to warm it up in the microwave. Do you want a drink, Violet?
A coffee?
Not of coffee, no. Do you want like some milk or some water or some juice or something?
Do we have any cakes or different juices?
Well, let me see. I kind of offered juice before I checked to see if we had any. No. Oh, wait, one idea though. We're out of juice, but I can get you a cup of water or a cup of milk if you want it.
Nope.
What's a milk? Sounds good. We'll have a drink while we wait on our friends.
But could I have ice in my milk?
Ice in your milk?
I like cold milk.
Okay, I can get you some cold icy milk. Hi friends, we'll be on making our cake shortly. We're just having some coffee and some nice cold milk before we get started. Say hi to everybody, Violet.
Hi.
All right, got your vanilla almond milk. What cup did I give you? I didn't even look to see.
On an Elsa.
Ooh, all right, Elsa, good choice.
Did we put any ice in yet?
Oh, I forgot to put ice in. Did you like ice in your milk, you crazy? All right, here you go. Now you have ice in your milk to make it extra cold. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Cameron and Gabe. Cameron and Gabe are watching. And Miss Kelly, you want to say hi?
Hi.
We're pretty excited to bake with you guys, aren't we?
Yeah.
We even practiced earlier. So we're probably going to look very professional, won't we? At least I hope so. Violet's all dressed for Christmas, but I'm not. I forgot to wear my Christmas clothes. But that's okay. I probably would have gotten really sweaty in my Christmas sweater. That's not great. You don't want to sweat in your cake. That's gross. Do you have a favorite kind of cake?
I like chocolate cake.
I like chocolate cake too. That's my number 1 favorite. Pretty much anything's better with chocolate on it, I have to be honest.
I know a different type of one that I like even more.
You do?
A marshmallow and chocolate cake.
Ooh, like a s'mores cake?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Cameron and Gabe, do you guys have a favorite kind of cake? Let's see if they say something. Because remember, we can't see our friends, but they're in there. We see them in the comments. That's what happens when you're live, when you're like a big celebrity on YouTube. Yeah. No, we can't hear them, but we can see when they type to us in the comments. Does that sound good? So we still got about 2 more minutes before our actual cake bake starts. We might give it 3 or maybe 4 minutes just to make sure everybody gets here, but we'll start soon. Hopefully you guys got something delicious that you can drink along with us too. Maybe you're having some coffee or some milk. We're just waiting. Cameron likes all cakes. That's an excellent choice. I pretty much like all cakes too, but chocolate's my favorite. That's what I like most. So today, we're going to bake a funfetti cake. Sound good? Yep. Violet's ready to go. We practiced. We're on top of this, aren't we? So I think we're going to bake our cake. And for those of you who are tuning in right now, I'll tell you what's going to happen while we wait. So here in just a minute, we're going to bake our cake. Me and Violet will do it. And hopefully, some of you guys will bake along with us. You don't have to. You can just watch if you'd rather do that. But if you want to bake along with us, we'll show you how. Right?
Yep.
We got it down. Then when we put our cake in the oven, I have a little devotion that we're going to do. Violet's going to help me out. Ooh, Gabe said he loves chocolate. I like chocolate. It's my favorite. So we'll do...
S'mores are my favorite.
I know, s'mores are great.
What about s'more cake?
That does sound really good. So while the cake's in the oven, we will have a short devotion from me about Christmas and about what it's like to be a kid at Christmas. And then after that, me and Violet are going to decorate our cake. So we have a little secret. We're doing some kind of behind-the-scenes magic to make that happen. You guys might have to do something a little different from us, but we'll explain that when we get there. So that's what we're doing today. Violet, you want to show them your picture? You can show them your picture. That's fine. Show them. Ooh, Violet loves doing art, don't you, Violet?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, right there. See? Yeah. What did you make your snowman out of?
Glue and shaving cream and treats.
Glue and shaving cream and treats. Now, if you make a craft with shaving cream and glue and treats, probably not a good idea to eat the treats, but it looks cool, doesn't it?
Yep.
They probably taste a little like shaving cream, but that's okay. It's art. It's expressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. All right. Hey guys, so it's 3 o'clock. This is when our stream was supposed to start, but we know... Hi, Davies! Hi, guys! We know that some people are still going to be logging on, so we might take another minute before we actually start baking. But like I said, we'll bake our cake, we'll do a devotion, and then we'll do some decorating. Sound pretty good?
Yeah.
We got all our tools set out behind us. I'll reveal those to you in just a moment. So like I said before, if you guys want to bake along with us, that would be awesome. You totally can. We'll walk you through everything. But if you don't want to bake, if you just want to watch, that's okay too. So before we get started though, I got to tell you guys something exciting. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. We're doing a giveaway on our Victory Kids page. I think that some of you guys have already seen that. In fact, I think that everybody who's commented here on YouTube has already been entered to win our prize. But we're giving away a pretty exciting prize. You can see more about that on our Facebook page, so make sure you go check it out. In order to win the prize, you have to sign up for our parent newsletter, and then you have to watch and comment on one of our kids' Christmas video streams from this morning. So hopefully you guys already watched our kids' worship this morning, either preschool or elementary. But if you didn't, you can go to facebook.com/VictoryKidsFranklin, and all of that is there. So it's an exciting prize. I'm not going to spoil it, just in case some of you are keeping it secret from your kids. but you can go find all that out on Facebook, facebook.com/VictoryKidsFranklin, and get entered to win our exciting Christmas giveaway. It's going to be pretty awesome. Violet, Nana, and Big Papa are watching you. Can you say hi to them?
Hi.
Nana put it right there. That's Nana. She's the one that put the heart right there. Yep. So we're super excited to be able to bake with you guys. Okay, so it's 3:02. We officially waited 2 minutes until after we were going to start, so I think it's safe to start. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I think so too. Now, Violet, do you know the very first thing you have to do when you start baking? Before anything else?
Wash your hands.
Yes, you have to wash your hands. Okay, so Violet, you wash your hands. You might have to bring your chair with you. I already washed mine. I'm ready to go. So the next first thing that you want to do, after you wash your hands, you got to preheat your oven. Okay, so before we start anything else, let's go ahead and preheat our oven so that we can make this cake for Jesus. So if you guys came to our Christmas at Victory drive-thru, we did that event at the church, and we gave out some gift bags. And inside those gift bags were cake mix and icing. So if you want to bake along with us today, hopefully you've got some of these. Hi, Miss Robin. Thanks for joining us. So hopefully you guys have one of these cake mixes and some icing, but if not, no big deal. Oh, you got some paper towels, Violet? Perfect. All right. So anyway, I'm going to follow the instructions right here on my box. Your instructions might be a tiny bit different, so just make sure you're following along with your own instructions. All right, Violet, what temperature does this one need to go to?
350.
Great job. So first things first, let's preheat our oven. 350 start. Okay, our oven is going to 350. So before we start baking stuff, let me go ahead and show you what we've got. All right, Violet, let me grab the camera, and I'm going to show them everything that you need if you want to bake along with us. Here we go. Violet, you know, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have set my computer on a piece of foam because it's getting kind of hot, but it'll be fine. We'll make it. It's not that long of a live stream. Okay, so Violet, let's show them everything that we got, okay? So first of all, if you came to our drive-thru, you should have a Christmas bag with the cake mix. And of course, Violet, we've got our cake mix, right?
Yep.
Then we also have...
Water.
Uh-huh.
Oil.
Yep.
Egg.
Yep, those are like the most important things for making the cake, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then we have these fancy things. You know what those are called?
Well, they're kind of what you put cups on.
Yes, these are trivets. So you'll want to make sure that you have something to set your hot cake on. We have our pot holders ready to go. Of course, we have this. What's that?
Icing.
Yes, Daddy's favorite part. We got our icing, our non-stick spray. We have some toothpicks. Do you know what we use toothpicks for?
To make like Christmas trees and
That's that is absolutely one thing that we can do, but we're going to use toothpicks to see when our cake is done. When you poke it down in the cake, it helps you see if it's done. We've got our pan ready to go. We're going to use a 9x13 pan. We have a hanging cooling rack, which is optional. You don't have to use a cooling rack, but it helps. We have our icing spreaders, our spatula. Yep. Violet's favorite tool that she can't touch. Probably need adult supervision for this one. We have our lighter because we also brought candles. We have sprinkles and candles ready to go for decorating, also optional. And we got our bowl for mixing. So if you want to bake along with us, hopefully you've got all those things ready to go. You ready, Violet?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put the camera back down before anybody gets nauseous out there. We don't want people getting seasick. So I got to find just the right angle again. Right there. It's perfect. Okay. By the way, another optional added bonus, Christmas music. Play your Christmas music in the background. Okay, Violet, are you ready to get this started?
Yep.
Is your hair looking great? You were fluffing it there. Is it looking good? Perfect. You look awesome. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to move my coffee out of the way. First things first, Violet, we need our bowl. I got that. We also need our spatula. Can you get our cool pink spatula? Yep. Or our pink mixer. Pink stir thingy. Here you go, that thing right there. Great job. It does. It's like pink and purple and blue. It's pretty cool, right? Okay, so we got our big bowl that we're going to do our mixing in. All right. Let's see. You guys ready to go? Cool. All right, let's do this thing. We got our big bowl. We got our spatula. Now we need our cake mix. I'll grab that. I already opened it for you, so you can go ahead and dump the cake mix in there. Now, we had to preheat our oven to 350. I don't know what you guys had to set it to. Our oven heats up pretty quick. We're already at 185. I don't know where you guys are, but make sure you don't stick your cake in until your oven's preheated. That's pretty important, right? All right, Violet's kind of smushing down our batter a little bit, or our mixture. Got our cake mix. Okay, next step, Violet. What do we need now?
Water.
Water, that's right. I have my water cup over there. I'll get it for you, so you don't have to leave your chair. Here you go. Can you pour in the water for me?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm going to be smart and not throw away the box yet because I want the instructions. Excellent job. Okay, what do we need now?
We need the oil.
Oil, okay. Great job. Got that. Here you go. Add in our oil. Great job. We pre-measured all this stuff. Now, every cake mix is going to be different. If you're using our Christmas bags, some of the cakes were white, some were yellow, some were chocolate, some were funfetti, so just make sure you follow your specific instructions. What's our last thing we need, Violet?
Eggs.
Eggs, that's exactly right.
And I don't even know how to crack it.
I know, you're a great egg cracker. I might give you a little bit of help just to make sure we get them. You do that one, I'll do this one. Okay, this one looks pretty cracked. Try not to get any eggshells in there, but if you do, we can get them out. It's okay. Watch. Grab the sides and pull. Pull it apart. Excellent job. Dump it in there. All right, and you can toss the eggshells over here. That'll work. Perfect. Okay, one egg down. That one's a little cracked already for you, so you might just be able to kind of pull it apart. Great job. Violet, you are an awesome cake helper. We kind of practiced already, didn't we? Make sure that we got it down. All right, last egg. Okay, so hopefully you guys are getting to bake along with us. We're doing this cake for a special reason. Violet, who's this cake for?
Jesus.
That's exactly right. You go wash your hands. I'll help start stirring. Wash off the egg yolk. There you go. Great job. Get the paper towel for you. All right, so just like Violet said, we're making this birthday cake for Jesus. So we're pretty excited to be able to do this and to celebrate his birthday, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I can make
It's pretty cool. I know. I'm just getting it started real quick for you, and then I'll let you take over. I want to try to get some of the dryness out, so that way it doesn't splatter and make a mess. All right, it's all yours. Take over. All right, so Violet is going to be my mix master. Violet is my cake DJ. Great job, Violet. Okay, so while she stirs, Violet, do you remember what our next step is that we practiced? You think? What are we going to have to do with this batter once we get it all mixed up?
Put it in a pan.
Put it in a pan. You're exactly right. Okay, so it's important to remember to grease your pan, guys. If you were following along with my instructions, I got my 9x13 pan, and I got my non-stick spray. I'm going to go spray this out for us real quick, Violet. All right, how's it looking over there?
Good.
Great job. It's looking pretty mixed.
Yeah, but there's still some little clumps.
That's
in
okay.
it.
I can help you get out the last of the little clumps.
I got.
You're doing an awesome job.
I just have to.
Great job. All right, let me finish the last couple clumps, and then I'll have you help me spatula it out into the pan. All right,
But
Violet.
if you hold it, I pour it out.
Exactly. I got to use my big muscles to help hold the bowl while you pour it in. All right, Violet, look at our oven. Did the numbers say 350 yet?
No.
Not yet. We still got a little bit to go, but we're getting close, aren't we?
Mhm.
We're already at 300 degrees, and we need to be around 350. Now, Daddy's not the best baker in the world, but I sort of know what I'm doing. Okay, you ready? I'm going to hold the bowl. You grab the spatula, and we're going to spread it down in there. Excellent job.
So I want it.
Yep, just like you're doing. You're doing awesome.
And
So I'm curious if you guys are using your cake from your church gift bag. What flavor of cake and icing did you guys get? We kind of cheated and took two. I'll explain why in a little bit. But we have two different flavors. Right now we're making the funfetti flavor. But I think that in all the gift bags, I think that some had chocolate icing, some had vanilla, some had sprinkle icing, and then there was a chocolate cake mix and a white
I got
and
the
a yellow.
rest.
You did a great job. Let me finish grabbing the last little bit.
Because I
Awesome
didn't
job,
know how-
Violet.
Because I was going to do
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. Daddy's just a little bit faster. There we go. All right, and we're going to really gently spread this out
Can I spread?
in the bottom of the pan. Yes, you absolutely can. Try to spread really gently across the top and get the cake into all the corners. You're an awesome helper, Violet. Okay, so while Violet finishes spreading, just in case some of you guys joined late, I'll tell you what's going on. We have an awesome giveaway that we're doing on our Victory Kids page, but you have to go to Facebook and you have to watch our worship experiences from this morning. We had a preschool one and an elementary one. If you watch those and you comment on those videos, and then if you subscribe to our parent newsletter, you're going to be entered to win an awesome prize. I'm not going to spoil it. I want you to go check it out for yourself, but there's a really cool prize that you can get to win. So it looks like Gabe and Cameron have Devil's Food Cake and chocolate icing. That's a pretty yummy combo. Do you know what flavor Devil's Food Cake is?
No?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yep. And Miss Robin got yellow and rainbow chip icing. That sounds like a delicious combo too. All right, Violet. So I heard a pretty cool noise. All right, we don't need to shake too much. That's for a different type of baking that Mommy does. All right, so I heard a good noise. Do you know what noise I heard?
What?
I heard the oven go beep, beep, beep. Do you know what that means?
It's ready.
It is ready. It's time to put in our cake. All right, so we got our cake all spread out. It's all spread with non-stick spray. You think it's ready?
Yep.
I think it's going to do pretty good. All right, Violet, I'm going to have you stand over here because I don't want you to get burned.
And, well, when we wait for it to cook,
Yep.
we are going to decorate another cake that we already made.
Oh, that's right. Violet knows the secrets. She knows our inside information. I'm going to slip the pan in here. Yep. And we got to check our instructions, Violet, and see how long this one needs to bake for. Oh, here's my box. I lost my box for a second. Okay, so this cake needs to bake for 34 to 38 minutes. I'm going to set it for 34, and we can check it. Usually our oven gets done cooking pretty fast. All right, so where are you going? Okay, you just getting ready? I'm pretty excited about the icing too. Let me move these things out of the way. Whoop, I'm sorry. All right.
Get these.
You're an awesome helper. Okay. Now, before we can decorate, we gotta wait for our cakes to bake. And if you guys are baking along with us, we know you've got to wait for a little bit too before your cake is ready, right? It's gonna take a little bit, but that's okay. Here, I'll tell you what. Why don't you scoot over this way so that people can see me too, because we're both gonna talk. All right, perfect. Okay, now we both got the camera. Okay, so we know that you guys are waiting on your cake to get baked, and we're waiting on our cake to get baked too. We can't decorate yet. It's gonna be a little bit, but we have a. He's playing with icing. Okay, let's hold on for a second. All right, we're gonna do a quick Bible lesson before we actually decorate our cake. So you'll see what's gonna happen here in just a minute. All right, Violet. This morning we watched Kid Church on TV, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do you remember what our lesson was about?
Jesus was born.
That's exactly right. Jesus was born. Jesus was born in a barn with his mom. What was her name?
Mary.
Yep, and his adopted father. What was his name?
Joseph.
Joseph. Excellent job. So we learned this morning about baby Jesus being born to Mary and to Joseph. Now, there's a lot of cool things in that story, right? And when we had our preschool lesson, we talked a lot about Jesus' birth. But in our elementary lesson, we talked about how baby Jesus was born to his mom Mary, and then his mom Mary was a pretty normal, ordinary girl. There wasn't anything super special or different about Mary. She was a person just kind of like you and me. Now, sometimes when I read the Bible and when I read about all the cool things that happen, I wonder if God can use a normal, ordinary person like me. Sometimes I don't feel special enough to be part of God's story. But God used Mary, and she was very normal, and he did something pretty amazing with her. He let Mary give birth to a baby. And what was the baby's name?
Jesus.
That's right. So God used a normal, ordinary person. But I know sometimes, too, you guys are kids. You're not big like me. You don't have big, bushy beards. So sometimes I think you guys wonder if God can use kids to do big things. I know I wondered that when I was a kid. Now, Violet, you like to help Mommy bake, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, you like to help Mommy bake. You do it a lot, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mommy bakes cookies and cakes and pies and all sorts of things, and you're an awesome helper. Now, hold on one second, because we're having our lesson, okay? So when you help Mommy, what is something that you get to do to help her?
Mix.
You get a mix, that's right. So you get to use the spatula and help stir things up, or the spoon. What else do you get to help Mommy with?
I get to put the icing on.
Yes, we're going to do that in just a minute, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Icing and sprinkles, because we came with sprinkles. But what are some things that you're not allowed to do because you're a kid?
I can't use the coffee maker.
That's true. You can't use the coffee maker because the coffee maker gets really hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What else can you not do in the kitchen?
I can't shred things.
Yeah, you can't use a shredder or knives or sharp things, right? Those are very true.
Or the oven.
Or the oven because it's hot, right? Oh no, I already said can't light the candles. Daddy has to do that because these things are not safe for kids. So there are lots of cool things that kids can do, but there are also lots of things that kids can't do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that ever make you kind of sad when you can't do something?
Not very much.
Not very much. It did for me as a kid. I sometimes got really sad because there were things that I couldn't do that I wanted to be able to do. Well, I actually have a story about Jesus when he was a kid doing something pretty cool. Do you remember the story? We practiced it. It's okay if you don't remember. I'm going to read you part of it. So, God can use kids just like he can use grown-ups. In the book of Luke, chapter 2, Jesus did something kind of crazy. Do you remember what he did?
He got lost.
He did get lost. Violet remembers the story. Great job. So, Violet, when we go to the store and we walk across the road or the parking lot, what do I make you do?
Hold your hand.
Yes. And why do I make you hold my hand?
So I don't get lost or get hurt.
That's right. I don't ever want you to get lost or hurt. So I make you hold my hand and walk next to me so you don't get lost. I would be so scared if you got lost because you're like the cutest, and I'd feel real sad if I lost you. Well, Mary and Joseph did the same thing with Jesus. They made him stay close and not run away. But in Luke chapter 2, something crazy happens. You ready? I'm going to read you the story. Every year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for a festival. When Jesus was 12 years old, so just a kid, they went up to the festival, and after the festival was over, while his parents were going home, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem when his mom and dad left. And they were unaware. They didn't know. They had no idea that Jesus was gone. In fact, they thought that Jesus was with them, and so they walked for an entire day before they noticed that he was missing. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably get pretty hungry if we left you behind for a day, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. They began looking for Jesus, and they didn't find him for 3 days. They couldn't find where he was. But do you remember where he was?
At the festival.
He was at the festival, and he was at a very specific place in the festival. He didn't just stay to have a party and to have fun or have snacks. Jesus went to the temple, and he stayed in the church. Jesus, who was just a boy, sat in the church, and he was teaching grown-ups about God, even though he's just a boy. Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
Yeah, since you're a kid, usually I'm the one that teaches you stuff, right?
Mhm.
But Jesus went to the temple, and he taught the grown-ups. Isn't that cool?
Mhm.
So sometimes, like I said, when I read stories about the Bible, I wonder if God can use normal people like me, or if he only uses amazing people like strong people like David, who is super brave, or people like Moses, who led tons of people and did amazing things. But God uses normal people just like me, and just like Mary was normal. But God also uses kids, just like you, right? Yeah, God can use kids too. Now, here's the reason we're talking about that. God wants to tell a big story. God wants to tell a story about how all of us, me and you, got to go be in heaven with him. But sometimes we do stuff that isn't very good, right? Do you know what it's called when we do things that hurt God? Do you remember the word for it?
No.
It's called sins. Yep, sins. When we do things that hurt God, it's called a sin. And those sins stop us from being able to go into heaven. Isn't that sad? That makes God sad. So God wants to be able to tell a story about how he took away our sins and let us come be in heaven with him. That's why he sent Jesus at Christmas, so that Jesus would be able to take away our sins. That's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So when you guys celebrate Christmas, I want you to celebrate about how God sent his son to take away your sins. And I want you to remember that at Christmas, God can use grown-ups to do cool things, but he can also use kids to do really cool, big things too. Violet, can you think of a way that you, even though you're a kid, that you could do something that would make God really happy at Christmas?
I could give someone a card or a present.
Oh, that's a great idea. You could give somebody a card or a present. You like to do art, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to show them your art again in case somebody didn't get to see? You can show them your art. Violet made this with Mimi and Peepop this weekend. Great job, Violet. Here, I'll bring up the other screen so they can see. So you like to do art, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So even though you're just a small kid, you could make art and make a card and share with somebody. That would make them happy. What's something else you could do at Christmas? Do you think maybe you could share a treat that you baked with friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a great way.
Share a present with someone.
Share a present with somebody. Sure, that's great too. So I want you guys to remember at Christmas, God is telling part of a big story, and he wants normal, ordinary people to be part of that story, and he wants kids to be part of that story, and people like me and you. All of us can be a part of the amazing story of Jesus' birth by sharing that good story and by being kind to other people, maybe making them a card or a treat, and being awesome. It doesn't matter if you're young or if you're old or if you're brave or if you're just normal, right? God can use all of us. So that's my devotion for today. Thank you guys so much for listening. Violet, thank you for helping me tell that story. It's upside down, you goof. Okay, let's put your drawing down because we have to tell them about our sneaky secret thing that we did. Do you want to tell them about our other cake? We have 2 cakes, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we have 2 cakes. Let me show you.
Because we have a chocolate cake and a confetti cake.
That's right. Okay, so I told you guys we were going to decorate a cake today too, right? I told you that, but our cake is still in the oven. Our cake still has 25 minutes. So to practice, we made a second cake. This cake is not funfetti, it's chocolate. We have 2 different kinds. But me and Violet are going to decorate. So if your cake is still in the oven, maybe you can watch us and get some ideas for ways that you could decorate. Sound good, kiddo? All right, let's get our decorating supplies. We got our icing and our icing spreaders. What else do we need?
Sprinkles,
Perfect.
candles.
Perfect. Okay, bring them over. All right. First things first, I think we need to put icing. Now, if you guys haven't baked a lot before, you might not know this. Whoop, there we go. But your cake needs to be completely cool, like almost cold before you put on your icing, or it's going to melt and it's going to go everywhere. So make sure you wait before you put on icing. Violet, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. I'll help you take off the top. Here we go. It's adult-proof icing. All right, cool. Here we go. Get your spreader. You ready to make a mess? Great job. Glob it on there. So let's get all that icing out, and then we can use our cool spreaders to spread the icing. You can use whatever kind of tool you got. We got these cool offset spatulas, and these are going to help us spread it on there. So let me help you. You absolutely can. I'm just helping you dig it out. So that way we get all wet. All right. I'll help dig out a little more, and you can start spreading it. Sound good?
Okay.
So Violet's got a more kid-sized one. I've got the big one. We're going to spread around our chocolate icing. Now, this is going to be a super chocolatey cake because in our bucket, we got, well, in bucket number 1, we got chocolate and chocolate. Now, one thing that's cool, I showed you guys, we got this, oh, here, let me help you hold it in place so it doesn't go everywhere. We got one of these cool cooling racks that we put our cake out on, and that's going to help your cake get cool much faster. But you don't have to have one. You can just let your cake sit until it gets cool. Now, Mommy is super good at spreading icing, isn't she, Violet?
Yeah.
Mommy is like the best at baking all the things. Me and you are just kind of good partners, but Mommy is like the cake master. So we're not as good at spreading, but we're going to get there. We're going to figure this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great job. All right. Let me see. Oh, be careful. We don't want to drip it everywhere.
Sorry.
So, no, that's okay. You're doing a great job.
So
All right.
you're the smoother, and I'm the one that spreads it out.
Yep.
Because you were like smoothing it really good.
Oh, thank you. You're doing a great job of spreading it. You are an excellent helper. So I love chocolate. That's my favorite flavor. Did you already say your favorite flavor, Violet?
Yeah.
What is your favorite flavor? I can't remember.
S'more.
S'more, that's right. Yep, because you like marshmallows and chocolate together. I think you like all kinds of cake, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do you know what my favorite kind of pie is?
No.
Pecan pie.
Pecan?
Pecan. Do you like pecans?
No.
No? What? What's wrong with you?
I don't like them.
That's okay. Here, let me help you get off some of the icing on your spatula because you got a ton on there and we don't want to waste it.
Can I have a little bit?
Yes, you can eat a little bit of the icing. I tell you what, let me get this. Here you go. You can eat that icing off the spreader. Great job. And now, kids, remember, if you're eating the icing off the spreader, don't put it back on your cake. That is a COVID no-no. And just a general life no-no, right? Violet can't talk. She's too busy eating the chocolate. Okay, so we got our cake and our icing. Violet, we got some sprinkles too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. We have sprinkles. So let's go ahead and put some sprinkles on there. Sound good? Now, we have a multi-pack of sprinkles. That's the benefit of having a mommy who loves to bake stuff. That Mommy's got tons of sprinkles. She is sprinklelicious. So, let's see. Let's show them what kinds we got, Violet. We got blue crystals.
Mm-hmm.
And these kind of long blue ones. Ooh, what are those?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Do you think Jesus would like dinosaurs on his birthday cake? Probably. We got the mixed ones of like blue and green and white and green. I think that's all. Which ones do you want to put on there?
Well,
We can put more than one kind too.
first I want to do the crystal.
The blue crystals here. Why don't you hold out your hand like this? I'm going to sprinkle some in your hand, and then you can sprinkle them on the cake for me. Okay, stick those on there, and then I'll give you some more. I'm going to put some on too. And I think I'm going to give Jesus some dinosaur sprinkles. I feel like he would really like that. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you guys think on YouTube? Do you guys think that Jesus would like dinosaur sprinkles on his cake? All right, here's some more blue crystals. Do you
Can
like
I have
those?
some dinosaur ones?
Yes, you can definitely have some dinosaur ones. I feel like these are sprinkles that Liam would like. You guys like our dinosaur sprinkles? Those are pretty cool, aren't they? Okay, let's see if they come through the hole. Hold on, this might be kind of challenging. Nope, they don't fit, so let me take off the lid. I probably should have asked Mommy to come supervise this part of the decorating because Daddy doesn't even know how to open this container. Violet, I have sad news. I don't think we're going to be able to use the... Oh, there it goes! I got it open! I got it open! Okay, hand. That was a very complicated sprinkle container. All right, Violet, sprinkle in some dinosaurs. I'm going to sprinkle some on too, because those are my favorite kind of sprinkles. I mean, Jesus helped make the dinosaurs, so I'm pretty sure he would like having them on his cake. Also, I put a hole in my hand trying to open those sprinkles.
You did?
I did. It's quite painful.
Where?
It's okay. I'm not bleeding or anything. It's just painful. Okay, you want some more, or do you want a different type of sprinkles?
A different type.
Okay, what kind do you want now?
That one.
This one here, the mix? Yeah. The mixed one is pretty cool, because we got white and green, and there's even stars in there. All right, so I think after this, we'll have a lot of sprinkles, so maybe it'll be time to do the candles. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we'll sing Happy Birthday to Jesus. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I don't think we have enough candles to give Jesus a candle for every year he's been alive, because Jesus has been around forever. And we don't have forever many candles. But we can use all these. So why don't you pick out maybe like 5 candles. We'll stick them on there. Okay. Violet's got one. She's got an orange one. Great job. Awesome. There's 2. There's 3. All right, so at this point, if you guys are following along with us, you might have maybe 15 or 20 more minutes to go on your cake, depending on what size of thing you did. But don't forget to let your cake cool before you decorate. All right, great job, Violet. Yeah, let's pull that one up a tiny bit. There you go. That's perfect. All right. Okay. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching. Now, remember, like we said before, we're celebrating Jesus' birthday and remembering that God made us be part of his story. And we can all be part of his awesome Christmas story, whether we're grown-ups or kids, whether we feel like normal, ordinary people, or, hey, if you feel like a special person, that's awesome too. All of us are special in different ways. But no matter who we are, God can use us. Of course you can, but first what do we have to do? It's Jesus' birthday cake. What do we have to do?
Say happy birthday.
We have to sing happy birthday. Are you guys ready? You gonna sing happy birthday with us? All right, let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you. All right, you can blow out his candles for him. Almost? All right, great. Thank you guys so much for baking along with us. Miss Robin, thanks for joining us. The dinosaurs were a lot bigger than the opening, Miss Robin. You're absolutely right. That ended up being a little difficult, but that's okay. So it looks like a few of you guys, the Davies, it looked like substituted some applesauce. That's pretty awesome. It sounds like Cameron said that he doesn't want to use chocolate icing with a chocolate cake, so we swapped out some others. That's understandable. I hope you guys had lots of fun baking along with us. And like I said, I hope that you guys remember at Christmas to celebrate the gift of Jesus, right? Because that's the most important part of Christmas. Well, we're going to go eat some cake. And we're not going to make you watch us do that, because that would just be weird. You can go eat your own cake. But we hope you guys had tons of fun. Don't forget, we have a preschool and elementary Christmas service on our Facebook page and here on our YouTube channel. Watch those because they're awesome and a fun way to be able to celebrate Christmas with your kids. And don't forget that we're doing a crazy giveaway on our Facebook page, facebook.com/VictoryKidsFranklin. Head over there now, and you can find out what the giveaway is and how to win. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you had fun. And if you did bake a cake, tag Victory Kids Franklin in a picture on Facebook. We would love to see how it turned out. Violet, you were an awesome helper. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you soon at Victory.